we all have been sleeping, Emperor Bob the Meek of North Valyria has been practicing the blade. No, wait, no. What he's actually been doing is writing a 5-part plan to victory. So introducing Emperor Bob's 5-part plan to penalize Topbog Spoff. I think that was alright. So that's a good name. Name pending. You guys don't get to name this one. We've been over this. So here's the plan. Number 1, and this is what I've come up with since yesterday, right? Number 1, take Volantis. So, why take Volantis? Well, number 1, we're basically Fire Jesus at this stage, right? We are not the god of this religion, but we are basically the chosen one. We are the messiah of the Red God's religion, the Red God being R'hllor, and we are his, we are almost like the avatar of the Red God at this stage, right? So, what we need to do is take Volantis. Like I've said before, Volantis is essentially what Rome is to Catholicism. It's the Great Plaza in particular, in Volantis, is the home of the Red Faith, right? This boy is the head of our religion. He's been vassalized by a foreign invader Targaryen. In fact, did he set... Yeah, no, not this guy. We'll replace him. We'll get a new pope, a better pope. So, we've got to basically deal with that as soon as possible, right? Take over the Old Plaza, unify the entire realm of the Empire of North Valyria and the Gishkari Sea, name pending, as one big sort of holy empire, with us obviously at the head of it, the Fire Jesus zombie. That's going to be the plan. Now, to obviously do that, we're going to have to fight the Iron Throne, but why is that first on the list, seeing as the Iron Throne is very big and very powerful? Well, right now, the Iron Throne is currently launching an aggressive war against the Aztecs to take back the North. What that implies to me is that the Iron Throne have got much stronger than the Aztecs. What that also implies to me is they're most likely going to win it, because the AI is very good at sort of calculating whether or not a war is worthwhile, right? If they win that, they take back the North, they're going to be very, very difficult to defeat after that stage, because they're basically reclaiming, a third of their empire there. And then they've got to take the Westerlands, which they'll be able to do very, very easily, because at that stage, the Aztecs will be so undermined that they won't be able to fight back. So it's basically now or never with Volantis. Not only that, but Volantis is also sort of a historical descendant of Valyria as well, so it does fit the theme. That's the plan. We're going to retake... Well, that's the first... what was it? 5 Bonnet Bigleys. No. Wrong series. King Bob the Meeks. 5-part plan to penalise Topbog Spoff. There we go. Part 2, take Karth. Why Karth? Well, it's on the way over to Topbog anyway. We've basically got to go this direction. But Karth is splintered. Karth used to belong to the Shadow Sea, and they probably still have claims on it or something like that. In fact, parts of it still are. As you can see there, Sea Green Emperor Topbog Spoff still has parts of Karth here. So we want to grab this as soon as possible before the Shadow Sea can sort of reform and try and grab this back. Once we've done that, it's essentially a foot in the door, right? Because after Karth, there is nothing but Topbog Spoff's somewhat fractured, mostly ruined empire at this stage. Literally ruined. It's all abandoned and depopulated. So there's nothing else to do after that stage. There's no next step. That is the final hurdle to actually getting over to Topbog. Now, we are going to have to declare war on Topbog to obviously take some land so that we can recolonize and set up an area within Leng where we can attempt to try and close up the labyrinths once again. We need to actually develop one of these into a habitable area so that it's capable of so that we have the resources, I should say, to seal it all back up again. So what we're going to do, take Karth, that was step 2. Step 3, bide time. We're immortal, he's immortal, so we might as well kick around for a bit, build up our empire, make sure we're powerful enough to do this in one foul swoop. We're only going to get one shot at this, because as we piss around and waste time, the disease, the scourge, has more chance of becoming an epidemic again and flooding back into Valyria and destroying all of our hard work. And the longer we wait, the more chance we have of Topbog Spoff recombining his empire, sort of unified under madness, which is the whole reason they've fallen apart, right? They're all absolutely insane, so it's very difficult for him to rule it. So as we get stronger, unified as Fire Zombie Jesus with new Pope under him, not literally, as in, in terms of the feudal system, Topbog Spoff's empire is only going to get weaker because the madness is going to set in, and obviously more places are going to go into ruin, so biding our time is going to help out a lot. Step 4, very straightforward, burn Topbog. That's what we've got to do, to get rid of this dude once and for all. So he's immortal, just as we are. Difference is, we're immortal to more or less everything but getting our head removed from the rest of our body. Injuries in battle won't kill us. Diseases won't kill us. Old age will not kill us. Fire does not harm us at all. So if he launches a bunch of wildfire at us, we've got nothing to worry about. Well, everyone else does, but Emperor Bob the Meek can just walk through it. So as we've seen before, the fire has healed him. It's made him unmaimed, and it's got rid of his possession, his lunacy and whatnot. So we're going to burn Topbog Spoff. Plus it also fits the whole point of the campaign, right? Number 5, step 5, step E. What was they calling it? Part E. We close the labyrinths of Leng. With Topbog gone, there is nothing but all these crazy, insane inhabitants of... Oh my god, is there anyone left? Yeah. So there's nothing but these crazy, insane inhabitants of Yiti and obviously Asshai, what's left of Asshai here to try and fight with us, they're not going to bother. They're not unified under one ruler, at which stage we can capitalize, we can colonize, and we can seal this place up, and then we're done. Literally as easy as that. A 5-6 party plan step to stop Topbog. Anyway, that's the idea. So you guys can give me some feedback on that. First things first, then, this episode, and probably tomorrow's episode as well, because this is not going to be very easy, I don't think. We're going to try and take out the Iron Throne. Or more specifically, we're going to obviously kick the Iron Throne out of Volantis, at which point we might also go for Valasar, although keeping them over that side of the river seems like a good idea, because these boys are Asossi, they're not descendants of Valyria, and the Illyrian descendants, or the Valyrian descendants, are on this side of the river. So we'll take everything up to there. Valasar can be like a new kingdom that's formed out of the sort of ruins of Volantis there. We will take this, and we will hold everything sort of east of the Rhoyne, is probably my plan for how this is going to work. We've got, Rage Krayat. So this boy is obviously Carl Zono. Oh, by the way, you guys pointed out in droves last episode, don't Dragon Conquest nomads, because I didn't realize this, it just makes you there. Yeah, so if you look at that, if we win the war, the last line there, Carl Zono becomes tributary of Emperor Bob. Kind of makes sense, though, in hindsight, right, that you wouldn't just be able to burn these dudes, because it's all just, like, you wouldn't gain the land. There's nothing there to gain. It's all just fields. It's steppes. So, you know, we can kill this dude, but it wouldn't actually stop the Dothraki having, you know, the land under their sort of jurisdiction. So we would have to conquest whatever they've grabbed from us, which I believe is just... Oh, shit, they've got 3 provinces of Volantis. They've got Raish Krayat, Raish Stikat, and Raish Dwi. Sure, they've all got ears on their heads as well, worth pointing out. So we'll try and grab those as well, with just conquest, and that will conclude as far as I want to take the Empire west. Then it's all east. We're going to span from coast to coast, from Valyria to... Well, I guess the Labyrinths of Lane, right? Anyway, let's take a look at the Iron Throne and see how well they're doing. 5,500 men. What have the Aztecs got? Is it worth letting them fight each other for a while and kill each other's men? 5,500 men. You know, it's basically neck and neck. The difference is the Aztecs are obviously a little more deunified because they're a foreign culture and foreign religion owning, you know, parts of Westeros, which they definitely should not. So I think the longer we leave it, the stronger the Iron Throne is going to get and the weaker the Aztecs are going to get in terms of this war. Because, again, the Aztecs are deunified, whereas the Iron Throne is the Iron Throne. They're always going to have that levy reinforcement rate. These boys are going to have rebellions, that type of thing. So I think it's now or never. And I think we can actually do it as well. Bear in mind, we've got 46,000 men and a friggin' dragon and fire, Jesus. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I say that, but more to the point, they're also going to be stretched very, very thin. We could probably win it even if the Aztecs weren't at war with them, right? So the fact that this dude's going to have to fight wars on both fronts, I think we're going to be all right. Now, worst case scenario, did I just Dragon Conquest the Iron Throne? I didn't want that, I just wanted Volantis. We could just let it all go independent. That would be interesting. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Let's make it the entire place independent. We are going to have to take the entire thing, though. Oh, shit, I really didn't think this one through, did I? Okay, accidentally conquering the biggest empire in the world, not a problem. It's just Bob things. Alright, raise up. Epic Gamers, let's do it. This is going to be a hell of a fucking war. Way worse than I thought. Okay, step 2.1.2. Accidentally conquer the entirety of the Iron Throne. That's the type of thing Bob would do, right? Just wake up one morning and accidentally inherit the world's, like I said, the world's biggest empire. Alright, do we have enough men for this? Do I have enough men to fight the entire Iron Throne? This seems like a really shitty idea in hindsight. Well, listen to my battlement, led by Co-Villo of Villo, I hereby release the Villo clan and other realms from their obligations to my person. Thank you. Thank you, Villo of Villo. Alright, more importantly, how many troops can we run? So 36,000 men. Yeah, as long as we've got the... Oh, shit, we've only got 34... We've only got enough boats for 3,400 men. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. We could leave some troops behind on Elyria, which probably isn't a bad idea, all things considered. So how many more men have we got kicking around ready to actually try and get on boats? Topbog? Emperor Bob Zapaeryan, Lady Protector Bow the Mad of the Shadow Sea, of House Spoff. What happened to Topbog? Deposed. He's in prison. We still got to burn him because he is literally the epitome, the reborn sort of avatar of the great old ones. So if we could deal with this dude as well, we still got to burn him. That's still a goal for the campaign. But could we just kidnap him? Just kidnap him. Just rescue him from... Fuck it. Let's rescue him. If we can't kill him, let's have him on our side. Recruit the Topbog. Land the Topbog. Have him repent for his ways, convert him to R'hllor, maybe burn the fire out of him. I'll bet burn the madness out of him with fire. You can't really burn the fire out of someone. One of your slaves has distinguished himself. Good for him. Right, so I'm actually going to move these 10,000 men. So we'll actually sort of move... I'm going to move 10,000 men onto Elyria so that the island's defended. Because as I've said 100 times before, whoops, if the army gets here and if they manage to take Elyria, then we've really got some issues. So what I'm going to do is just put them on the boats so we've got roughly 10,000 left. That'll do. This is the home defense force. Those boys can stay there and make sure that the Iron Throne don't land a massive army and basically win the war instantly without any chance of us counter-sieging it, because it's an island. Drazdar, my grandson, Aegor, and... No? Oh, no, he's already leaving troops. My grandson, Aegor, and we'll leave Hargaz also in charge of that one. We haven't got very good commanders, but that might be because we're sort of running low on the whole commander aspect of things. Why? There's still not enough room on the boats. Oh, because I haven't merged the boats, genius. Alright, move those boys up there. You can just sort of hang around here for a while. My court physician wants to buy some... Cool, yeah, whatever. You can have the money. We've got plenty of money kicking around. In fact, I should be really investing that in fortifications before we get into this world's most ridiculous war. Zapaeryan Zapaeryan has had Dragon Whip added to their treasury. Oh, shit. Did he lose the... I think he lost the dragon. Wait, did he hatch the dragon? Hang on. We would be notified if he hatched the dragon, surely. Yeah, but he lost the dragon and he gained a dragon whip. Removed from their treasury. What the fuck has he done here? Did he hatch it? Yeah, he's got nothing in his treasury. There's me clicking the bloodlines. Oh no! Zaldiridis of your mum. Thank you for that name, by the way. Died sickly. Oh man, that's a real shame. He tried. He did actually hatch the dragon, but the dragon died. It was too young and too weak. He probably didn't... Again, he didn't get the dragon knowledge like we went around and got, so he had no idea how to raise the damn thing, and it died immediately. Man, I'm so sorry, Big Anus. Your child didn't last a day. Lose the trait Brave. Well, that's good. Going into one of the biggest wars we're ever going to go into. That seems like a fairly alright idea. Oh, man, we just don't quite have enough room. So, you know what? Let's try and fit these boys on. We only need to move up about 2,000 men. So I'm going to select this army here, get them out of here, and let's see if we can now... Can we move you boys on? Great, thank you. Some taxes. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm looking at. So we've got 34,597 men. More or less of these boats are now packed to the fucking brim. We could have apparently sent another 30 boats there, but you know, I feel like this is enough, dudes. Head to King's Landing, torch the place as quickly as possible. According to Fasella, died of poor health. Who was she? I have no idea. Apparently some mother of a bastard of our dynasty. We'll do nothing for now. So we can take Dragonstone. Apparently... Okay, so that'll also be worth something because Lord Danar is a relative of the Emperor. So if we can grab this one as well. If you campaign with Proof as Master, Danar of Valyria is a good person to spend time with. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, Master Danar, for coming with us. Now, do they have any men left? How are they doing in their war? 56,000 men, Aztecs down to 33,000 men. I was exactly right about what would happen with the Aztecs, so I'm kind of glad I did what I said I was going to do. How best to serve the Law fate? Well, be brave against our enemies. Fire Jesus commands it. Same with you as well. Fire Jesus commands everybody needs to be brave against our enemies. So they got 1,000 men there. Now we need to keep a very close eye on a doom stack of like 50k men dropping on us. Luckily for us, Winter Fever's kicking around, so they can't send any troops from basically this side of the river, seeing as it cuts them off all the way from Harrenhal. So we're looking basically just exclusively to the south. Oh shit, it's also in King's Landing though, which means we're going to take a shit ton of attrition. Good. There we go. That's not what I wanted to see. We're going to have to deploy the dragon at every single opportunity. In fact, I might have to play on like speed 2 or something so that we can actually be very careful with our troops. Alright. Speed down. Speed down. Wait, what? The Red Keeper's a fort level of 9. What means we can assault it? And we've got, you know, the 1 to 10 ratio. We're going to lose the men to attrition anyway, so I absolutely don't mind trying to siege this one down. Fuck it, put the speed back up then, team. Oh my god, well that was worked out incredibly well. Why is the Red Keep? That's my lad. Again, straight brave. Chief's turned out well. I don't know who these children are. What about his heir? Where's his heir? His heir is actually in King's Landing. So if we can kidnap this kid, that's 50% war score off the get-go. Ugh, my troops. Was that 6,000 men in a single game tick? Holy shit. Release all the prisoners. Have his family put in the dungeon. 25% war score. It's a good start. Alright, release the dragon. Look into dragon dreams. Wait, our dude has the ability to dragon dream now? Has that always been the case? Is it because he's fire obsessed? Okay, that's interesting. One of these must be true. Has the trait dragon dreams? No. No, he can't. I don't know why we've been told about this, because he can't use it anyway. So dragon dreaming is like a thing exclusive to certain High Valyrian houses, generally House Targaryen, right? They have the ability to see dragons in their dreams, and these dragons basically predict the future, like reading tea leaves, except instead of tea leaves, it's a giant 60-foot fire-breathing monster. So it's a little less practical than tea leaves to some extent, but that's essentially what it does, right? It allows you to sort of determine the future. Anyway, Shikaris burn them all. This is going to be a very fucking easy war if these boys aren't going to come and try and stop us, because we can just take King's Landing and they're done for. Have we got ticking war score from possessing their capital? Holds Oris Targaryen, so we actually did get his heir, which is exactly what I said we wanted out of that one. Occupation is only 29%, so we can win this just from sieging King's Landing. Normally, occupation is capped at 75%, right? No, it's the other way around. Battles are capped at 75%. Occupation is capped at 90% if you haven't had a major battle. But we're not going to have a major battle, ideally, because they've got way more troops than us. But because we hold his heir, that's an independent war score. So we should be able to just take King's Landing, and they should surrender at that stage. In fact, we can assault it down. We don't even need to use the goddamn dragon. Allow the duel. All right, now send the dragon in again. Here we go. Deploy the dragon in the siege. So we'll just basically deploy the dragon, siege down what's left, assuming there is anything left, apparently. Confront Kozo. Holy shit. Well, this is like the world's easiest fucking war. We can't summon in Irons, who is apparently important. God knows who, though. So now we are burning down, what is this? The Castle of the White Sword Towers. This is where all of the gold cloaks. The white cloaks? Gold cloaks are the commanders of the city, aren't they? So this is the white cloaks, the King's Guard. This is where these boys live. So we might be able to get some good prisoners out of this one as well. We apparently owe a dude money. Again, we've got the money to do it, and I'm sick of keep paying off these very small loans. They're going to add up very, very quickly. Right, we need that dragon. Where is it? Come on. Where's my dragon? There we go. Burn them all. 93%. Assault it down. What's left? Release all the prisoners. 97%. Holy shit. And they're still, from what we can tell, they're not nearby. Now, I'm actually going to send my Spy Master just to make sure that we're not completely annihilated here. So I'm going to put Spy Master, like, here. It's kind of near Aztec land, so we can see them coming. We've got good vision. In fact, if we move you up there, we've got vision on up here. We've got vision with Spy Master here again. All we've got to worry about is them coming up from the south very quickly and smashing us. We can assault that one down. 99%. Come on. Well, we capped at 99% because less than 36 months have passed and Emperor Bob the Meek has not yet won a major battle. Alright, so that still applies. I thought it might. Let's go find some of his troops then. Easiest way to do that, let's check out his courtiers. Let's see who's leading troops. Well, we know where he's leading troops, so they are actually up near Harrenhal. Move in. Even if they've got 2 times our men, I think the dragon can make up the numbers. Honestly think it can. Right. Let's find him. Let's put him down. Worst case scenario, they send some troops that obviously counter-siege this, but that's not a big deal. Where are you then? King. He's all the way up there. This dude, all the way over there now. It would help if the AI stopped teleporting their commanders around. We're just going to have to find an army of theirs. I don't have the amount, but I will pay the interest. Pay the money. Fuck it. Oh my god, my money. Will this count as a major battle? 600 men versus 20,000? No. Like, not even close, but we might as well do it anyway. Just in case. No, yeah, I didn't think it would. That, I think, should do it. So I've been scouting around with the boats and the men. Unfortunately, I haven't really found any good troops yet. We do have a 6,700 army, led by Nestor Royce, who is a vassal of the king. So in theory, this should give us the war score we need. Now, I'm also sending the boats around as well, just in case they quickly turn up at King's Landing. We need to get back there in a hurry to siege it down. So I'm trying to stick near the coast as well. 129 gold, most appreciated. Thank you very much, seeing as these loans have apparently wiped me out. It's loans that I'd like to point out, once again, I didn't take. Oh, fuck off. Man, that's quite expensive, though. 290 gold. Or we get slightly tax-focused noble obligations giving us less troops. We need those troops for Topbog Spoff. So absolutely not. Alright then, I owe you nothing. I don't know who you are. Where are these troops? Come on, we've got to still be around here somewhere. Let's send the boats back around just to scout. Thank you, Randa. Shit, they've moved. Okay, where have they gone to? Move the... Oh, 10,000 men. Hang on. Bring the boat back. There they are. They just moved down past Harrenhal. So Harrenhal is here. We know they're around this area somewhere. Can we move the Spy Master again? Let's get ourselves some good vision going on here. They might have moved into Aztec lands. They probably moved into the Westerland part of the Aztec Empire. Alright. You boys come up here. Get back on the boats. I can't believe we're Captain 9. Either we find an army and kill it, or the 36 months, the sort of 3 years time we're going to spend fucking around looking for an army, the war will have ended anyway, because we've got the war score at that stage. So now we've just a case of killing time or killing men. Come on, where the hell are they all? So there's some counter-sieging going on down in the Reach, so we're going to head over there and sort of see what we can find. More fucking loans. You're killing me. Right, let's double-check on his portrait again and see if I can't track him down. Apparently he's all the way over there now. Of course he would be. Of course he would be. Again, this is one thing I think they should fix with CK3, is the whole teleporting commanders thing. Although it's, you know, a fairly valuable game mechanic, I feel like you could definitely balance it out to not be so ridiculous. You know, it is a little bit bullshit, where the fuck are their troops, though? Right, okay. Let's go back to this dude. Take a look at some of his vassals. So you are also in Essos. We've got this guy. Back up there again. How are they evading me this much? The thing is, as we're running around, we're obviously taking attrition damage and killing off our troops more and more because they're not reinforcing, because we're in enemy territory, obviously. How long's the war been going on for? How long until we just win? 8332 lasted 2 years and 2 months. Well, we've only got to starve them out another, like, 10 months or so, and we just win by default. The only reason I'm not just standing there and waiting to win is because they might die and our Casus Bello would become invalid. So, let's be careful here. My daughter, Princess Daenerys, died. Goodbye. How old was she? Was natural death at 64. Jesus Christ, we're old. Justicia, let's go for Master of Worm Pyramid. Yeah, maybe not. Oh my god, it's 12 diplomacy, our highest. I'm sure there'll be people of the Relori faith wanting to come and serve in the Court of Fire, Jesus. Yeah, there we go. Look at this dude. Master of Pentos. Not only is he an incredible commander, but his stats are absurd. He's actually got better martial than diplomacy, and he's the best diplomat that wants to join us in the world. So, he's got a lot going for him. Welcome to court. One of the best courtiers I think I've probably ever seen in CK2, to be honest with you. Right, Justicia, there we are. Let's go for... I think performance statecraft to try and get rid of some of our tyranny is probably not a bad idea. What are we down to now? Minus 50. Good. So, it's minus 5 per... Was it year or every 10 years? Hopefully it's every year. Oh, 5 every 5 years, so 1 per year. Man. Only another, on our 130th birthday, I guess we'll, 135th birthday, I guess we'll finally not be a tyrant anymore. So hopefully that dude will do a good job. I think we're actually just going to, I think we're going to wait out the clock here and just win it via that method. It's a little bit shitty. But you know what? That's their own fault for not meeting us in battle. They're cowards. 2 years, 7 months. Let's just sit in King's Landing, honestly, because I don't want to take any more attrition. We're down to 11,000 men, so even if we meet a big army from the Iron Throne, they might screw us over at this stage. Let's sit and let them come to us. Excuse me, what the fuck? Why do we have Yangis? Did one of my vassals just colonize that? History? No holder, and then we just got it. Like, it just became ours. Maybe it's because it was Dothraki land? I have no idea, but it's got cities in it already. How does that happen? Some sort of weird ruin that we've inherited. We've just got to claim on it because I guess we're the closest empire? Oh my god, that's where all their troops are. They've just got 10,000 men sat on boats outside the capital waiting for these troops to leave so they can land. That's not going to happen. Right, how much longer until this war is over? 2 years, 9 months. There we go, 2 more months' time, and we have won because they're just not doing anything, essentially. There we go, 2 years and 11 months, and in their final hour, they send 15,000 out of 75,000 men, so clearly they've had a rough time, coming to attack our armies. We have a dragon. We need our best commanders on here, so we'll get Amadon, we'll get Azor, 3 generations of Zapaeryan here for the Iron Throne. When are they going to get here by? So they are taking a river crossing as well. Wait, are they taking a river? No, they're not taking a river crossing, despite the fact that there is a river. Oh, because the city's on that side of the river. Clearly, I can see that with my eyes. Alright, we've got a dragon. They do have far superior numbers, don't they? Okay, this is going to be a bit messy. They're going to get here in 2 days. 1 day. Alright, deploy the dragon. We need to do this as frequently as possible, so I'm going to play on the slower speed so we can always catch it at the right time. Commander Magon of the Dragon Gate tried to slay your dragon, but he failed. So Williman. Williman? What a name. Holy shit, he also failed. Their morale is just decimated. So although their troops are obviously still outnumbering us, the fact they've just seen a dragon fly overhead and kill 2 of their commanders is probably not good for business. That is going to do it, my friends. Watch this right here. Whew. Whew. That's a hell of a sight. Holy shit. I'm going to stick to original what I said. I'm just going to break it all up. We're going to break up the Iron Throne. We wanted Volantis. This character is not an inherently evil character. He's a man who wanted to save his people from extinction after a major event, after persecution, after the dragons were hunted to extinction, the backbone of his people's economy. He's brought dragons back to life. He saved his people. He became Fire Jesus for his religion. He's just a zealot. He has no interest in conquering. He just wants to stop Topbog and make sure his people aren't wiped out again. Honestly, we don't want to play in Westeros. We've played in Westeros before. Let's get rid of it all. Let's grant it all independence. Goodbye to all of our many Westerosi vassals. This is going to be a massive mess as well. The Trident, goodbye. And we'll see if the Aztecs or maybe somebody forms a new Iron Throne. We have to give away all of King's Landing as well. The Eyrie, goodbye, thank you. Greywater Watch, goodbye, thank you. What else we got? Wycombe is apparently ours. For some reason, we got to keep that one. That's quite nice. King's Landing, is that a... Oh, so we can actually give that one away. What about the Crown Lands? Can't create that one if we're the King of the Iron Throne, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. All hail his grace, Bob Zapaeryan. The first of his name, Emperor of the Andals, the Rin, and other men. So we are now the Emperor of Valyria, the Emperor of the Gishkari Sea, and the Emperor of the Iron Throne. I mean, that's pretty good, right? That's a hell of a resume. Alright. We're still getting rid of it, though. Like I said, I'm still sticking to my guns with that one. We could just hold the Crown Lands, but it will look fucking ugly as all hell. Lord Batheon, the Eagle of Summerhall, my friend, Goodbye. He was the previous emperor there of the Iron Throne. He's got claims on everything, so good luck getting that back when he's got one province. Feel like we've doomed him a little bit there. Give him away. Yeah, I think this is good. I think we've done a good job today, team. Why don't we really throw a spanner in the works with this one? Let's find somebody of our religion, our culture, who's a good leader. This dude, very good, actually. 14 martial, or sorry, 24 martial there with 14 diplomacy, 14 stewardship. He'll do Tagon, Grant Landed title. Let's give him King's Landing. Now, I'm not quite done with it yet. Grant Landed title, 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. Boom. Off you go, my friend. Enjoy that one. We now have a Elyria Iron Throne. It's just basically a kingdom level title, right? It's not really anything too impressive. Bring these boys home. More importantly, we've got ourselves Volantis. Look at that. What an absolute mess that we've made of that. But I think it looks pretty good. Oh my god, the Trident is so incredibly powerful. I wish I'd have broken that up a little bit more, but it was all one dude had multiple kingdoms there. Dawn, the Trident, and the Sunset Empire is now what consists of Westeros. Crackcore Point. There are a lot of Targaryens still kicking around, though. Vaemond of Dragonstone. You've got Daenar, the Reclusive Crackcore Point. And then, of course, the last surviving Targaryen there of Summerhall. This one ours. I'm probably North Valyria. I don't know why we have that one. I guess we'll have to deal with some holding wars in the future. What a good time that was. Holy shit. That's one way to do it, eh? More importantly, and I actually didn't know this was a mechanic, restore High Priest to the Red Temple. The High Priest of Freehold does not currently own their traditional seat at the Temple of Volantis. Restoring him to the temple would please the followers of the Lord of Light. Not only was he chosen to be Space Jesus, reborn in fire by this god, but he's actually strengthened the religion massively. Look at this shit. Holy shit. So every member of our religion improves relation of us by... So the actual head of the religion there by 50. 20 with absolutely everyone else, and 400 piety. Boom. There we go. So now if we go to Old Valyria, and actually what I was doing was plotting to fabricate claims and revoke it. I didn't realize it was a mechanic. Great Plaza. Not only that, vassalized. So I believe we get to raise the Holy Order for free now, don't we? Holy Order... No? What do you mean, no? Where is this dude? We should grant him a landed title, and then... Oh my god, we can give him that shitty one we just grabbed. Boom. Can't offer him vassalization. Oh, because it's nowhere near our land. You know, in hindsight, fire a land within the Dothraki domain. That seems pretty cool. We've achieved so much today. Holy shit. Your Imperial Majesty, the Kingdom of Astapor currently has no incumbent separate from the crown. No. I mean, obviously, we're not going to give away any... We're not going to give away any kingdom level titles to people. We want to hold... I mean, we could give away the actual title, but then they'll just get pissed off at us because we have Young High Marine Astapor. So... This guy's been trying to get on our good side for quite some time, so I don't think he's likely to rebel. He's just like to be a shit. Now, let's get rid of these fucking Dothraki as well. Now, we're probably not going to do anything else major this episode. I mean, we've almost hit our... Oh, shit. Become friends with our son. The guy that I thought would become Azor or Ahai Reborn. There he is. Lord Aemon. He's still such an incredibly good character, right? So we're not going to do anything else with today's episode. I think we just got to do some spring cleaning. We've achieved so much. We defeated the Iron Throne. Like I said, defeated the Iron Throne. Split it all up. We've dealt with the Targaryen menace, reclaimed Volantis, restored the high priesthood of our religion. I mean, our dude is like... I mean, what better storyline could you come up with than this? But what kind of episode would it be if we didn't burn anybody? I mean, we've probably burnt a shit ton of people. We literally deployed a dragon against, you know, a massive army of... we've got the High Septim in prison. The head of the Faith of the Seven. Of all the people to burn, there was not a more appropriate man. Tyranny increased by 10 because he's our vassal. If we grant him independence, will he be released? I think he will, won't he? Call him for trial in the hopes that we find him guilty. Then we burn the fucker alive. First things first, though. Talking of burning the fucker alive, we've got some Dothraki to deal with. Let's just... Wait, what? What? Tormo shall interrogate him now. Thank you, Tormo. Made a poor case. Boom. I'll have his head on a spike. There he is. High Septim, the 32nd, the erratic one. Burn him. Sacrifices to R'hllor by 3, because he's the head of a religion, and obviously a king level title there. Fear by 5, gain 100 piety, because we've burnt a non-believer, the head of all, the worst non-believers of all. Many of your followers of the Faith of the Seven are displeased with your ruthless execution of the High Septim, the leader of their religion. Well, he shouldn't have crossed me. Holy Fury, ladies and gentlemen. We've done a better job in the Game of Thrones world than we ever did in Holy Fury. Sir Aerion Targaryen, you're a traitor. Goodbye. Alyssa. Oh, shit. All the Targaryens are going to be worth so much to have them burn. Sacrificed to R'hllor by 3. They're all descendants of emperors and kings. This is incredibly good. Holy shit, R'hllor is going to keep us alive basically forever. Okay, tyranny for that dude. I don't want to incur any more tyranny just as we've started to get rid of it all. What about you? Execute you. There we go. Laena Targaryen. She is 1 point, so she must be some distant Targaryen relative. Execute imprisoned. You are worth 3. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Magon, what are you? 8-year-old boy. The perfect person to burn. There we go. Goodbye. And then we've got one more. He's got quite a deep voice for an 8-year-old boy. Ah! Take on the final one of the lot. There we go. Burn. What is our piety with R'hllor now? What is our sacrifice to R'hllor? Oh my god, hang on. Hang on. Sorry, I just got to get rid of all of these burn notifications. So we go look to the flames. Currently sitting at 47. That's absolutely insane. Fantastic way to end the episode. Thank you all for watching. A great victory for R'hllor, for the Red God. And of course, a victory for R'hllor is a victory for Bob Zapaeryan, Fire Jesus himself. This was good. This was like genuinely a legitimately great episode for the Empire. Thank you all for watching. And a big shout out to the patrons who made this Empire, this Fire Jesus extravagance possible in the first place. And those people are Zachary Harris, Harik, Sean Thornton, Haydog Sidini, Tim Bragg, Lolrus, Vacuous Bacchus, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Powers Presley, Asuna Kirito, Logan Thorne, Conspired C, Jimbo, Orkswell, Facundo Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, and Jackson Woodman. Somebody remind me, for the love of God, in the comment section to move those number names apart on the list, because every time it blows my mind. And as well, Nathaniel Limbo, Brennan Antoniak, Euphrates, Jack Allen, Betimus Bax, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Stephen Flores, Hugh Undervries, Haj Dumar, Alpha Scuff, Kevin Saunders, Duncan 217, Zet McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Hancock, Sir Thor the Swede, Astro Nick, Will Wade, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, the Insane Pickle, and Anna Person. Thank you all for your support as well.